Hey everybody, so I wanted to do something a little bit different for this Q&A. So I set up in my backyard and I'm ready to go. And just so you know, my hummingbirds are at war. You'll hear them very intimately because of this mic. And I hope you can hear my wind chime. So pretty. So this wasn't totally a serious question, but I'm going to answer it seriously. How does one tame the wild mustang that is Caden Hamill? Well, I am Allie Macier, and Caden Hamill is my soulmate, so he can't be tamed except by me, his soulmate, forever and ever and ever and ever. He's not tamed. It's a free relationship, okay? So what made you decide to be a coach? So this was last year when I first started exploring more, I guess. I was working a full-time job and I just really had a sense of this isn't sustainable for me. This isn't where I saw myself. I just, I had a sense of who I really was. Dedicating 40 hours of my time and unique energy to somebody else's vision isn't my end goal. It definitely was where I was at, and I'm so grateful for that job, and I love that job so much. But I just knew I was obviously heading for something more, and so at that time I was listening to a ton of podcasts, and really got into like the self-help and self-development world. And so in that world, coaches are really prominent, just people who really up-leveled themselves in life and are just trying to return the favor to others, because most of them found that path through coaches as well. And you don't have to work with a coach, but just following and just tuning into a coach is so beneficial to your mind and your inspiration. And staying inspired is really like a key in becoming who you want to be. It's integral. I was super inspired, and it was just so exciting to me to think that I could be an entrepreneur, to think that I could be a teacher. And that was really actually the first time that I started really thinking back on myself as a teacher, because I realized that my whole life people have always come to me to feel better, and I always naturally make people feel better. Sometimes and some methods were better than others. So I just knew that was natural for me and just started heading toward it. Why coaching? I think I kind of answered that, but I love feeling good, and I love making other people feel good as well. I love being powerful, and I love reminding people how powerful they are, and I love when people are in their power and they are just tuned in, tapped in, turned on to who they really are, and they're just like, there's no sense of them being self-conscious. Their energy is just aligned with who they really are. Their soul is shining through, and they're just lit up from within and speaking so passionately and uninhibited about what they love. I love that, and that's why I want to be a coach, because I want to work with people in that way, and I want people to realize that there's no limits and that they can be or do or have anything. And I really want to, I want to play with people in that way. I think that's amazing. I think this work is amazing. I love it myself, and I love it for others. Where's a good place to start? It depends on where you are dominantly in your vibration, and your vibration is your emotional state. And so if you're really, really low, which is okay, that's where I came from, then your best place to start is just really seeking relief on any subject. any and all subjects. You're going to be really reaching for relief, and occasionally encountering bliss. You'll occasionally feel that, but so depression to relief is the same as relief to joy. If you're really low, you're reaching for relief, and if you're like in the middle, then you're reaching for joy. And where to start is awareness. Figure out where you are, and then that's when you can move forward. And just always follow what feels good or what feels relieving. The path is there. I used to call it like my cosmic breadcrumbs. How do I change something I don't like? When people want to change something, what are people always seeking? They're always seeking what feels better, right? In anything. They're always seeking what feels better. They want something because they think they'll feel better in the having of it. If you don't like something, you're wanting to feel better, you're wanting to find like what you do like, right? So changing it, you can change the outer circumstance. You can go from there, right? That's what most people do. I don't like this job. Quit the job, get a new job. I don't like this. They are sparring. My hummingbird mom heart hurts. Except that I know that they're playing, so it's fine. Funny birds. So they were literally going at each other. They're doing it still. They've been doing this for so long. Guys! It's Ping and Jiao. Anyway, so yeah, you can change. You don't like your relationship. You can change the relationship. But the thing is you'll start to realize that you take yourself with you everywhere. I'm sorry to say it, but you gotta change how you feel to change what you don't like. Because the way you feel is what you get, that's what you attract. And so if you don't feel good in a relationship, you'll attract another relationship that doesn't feel good unless you change the feeling first. If you don't feel good in a job, you have to change the way you feel about that job. You have to start finding things you like about that job, and that doesn't lock you in there. It'll actually just attract what you do like. It's all focus. You can focus on what you don't want, or you can focus on what you want. Either way, you're attracting what you're focusing on. What is a good way to increase my vibrational awareness? Start meditating, because meditation is teaching yourself alignment. It's your inner being or your soul teaching you how alignment feels. So when you meditate and you truly detach and lose your sense of self, that is who you really are, and it always feels really good. You want to start a daily meditation practice, nothing too crazy, just like 15 minutes, so that you have that point of resonance to continue to draw on and reach for in knowing how you feel on any given subject. And eventually, over time of continuously practicing this, you will be able to start isolating how specific thoughts feel, how you feel in certain situations, and then you can just get really, really clear on what it is so that you can change it. And let me be really clear in saying that you don't have to dig into things. So don't try to dig into problems, because you will just create so much more of them. Again, it's what you focus on. So really always trying to reach for what feels better, focusing on what feels better, but at the same time, what doesn't feel good always has a message for you, I feel like. So you do have to have that step one moment of identifying it and deliberately choosing different, and then you need to let go of it and have faith, be the solution, live the solution, live in the end of whatever that is, whatever message you got, just know it's done and live it. Alright, I hope that was clear. This is my first Q&A, and I could have practiced these questions and really been clear on my answers, but I didn't want to do that because, I don't know, I really like to free flow. And I hope you liked my setup out here. Let me know. I love you all, and have a wonderful